Welcome, fire. Spirit of fire reminds us of the fire within that consumes all the negative, destructive elements that may have entered into our bodies or minds, and helps to move us, motivate us in our bodies, in our work, as well as all the elements. We welcome the fire, the spirits of water and air and earth. So let's bring our focus here now. Let all the places that your energy has been today, yesterday, this week, all the way back in life, even, who knows, past lives, wherever it's been in the past, let your attention, awareness, energy come back to where you are right now, from all the places and all the times. Just focus on being here, where you are, and now, where we all are right now, in this present moment. Let your energy, your awareness come back from any of the fantasies or visions or dreams or projects of the future, bringing your attention back from any effort to even think about what's going to happen next in the near future or the far future. Just bring your attention here now, where you are now. It's like gathering your sense of self to the present, to where you are, right in your body, and right throughout and around your body. The energy of your field, the energy field. And in this way, it's much clearer when we say open to presence. You're in the present in time, so to speak, but you're opening to presence, which is the infinite and eternal beingness that is your true nature. Just allow that sense, that feeling, that knowing to be what it is that you are becoming more and more aware of. And as we're all doing this together and at the same time, that always tends to amplify and strengthen the experience for each of us. And I always like to remind myself and others that we're not alone in this small group meditating at the same time. There are thousands, who knows, hundreds of thousands of people perhaps meditating right now in one form or another, all over the world. And we're joined in this by those who are doing this kind of work, this kind of attunement to spirit, attunement to presence, all throughout the day. So this kind of tuning into being present and being with presence, being with the presence of your spirit, of your soul, of your true nature, the beingness within and around your body, helps us to really focus much more clearly our attention when you choose to. So we're going to do a little exercise that I call focusing on the micro movements of the body. But first, it's always important to do this with an awareness that's attuned to the higher consciousness of the true self. So think of the light that is the manifestation, the energy manifestation of beingness, of presence, that comes to us as a focalized star or energy radiating sun directly above the top of your head. And let that light radiate out in all directions, and especially bringing a flow, a stream of it down and around and through your whole body. And most of you have done this before, and I always like to say, do this as though it's the first time you're doing it, because after all, it is the first time you're doing it now. So if you just joined us, we're opening ourselves to the awareness of presence and the light of beingness as a focalized star above the top of the head, with the energy streaming down through the body. And so now when you bring your awareness to any area of your body, you're also bringing this pure, healing, cleansing energy. So just to start with, direct your attention to just your left hand and allow the attention being focused there, not in any kind of pressured way, just gently sort of gazing at your left hand with your mind's eye, and then opening to the way it is that you begin to feel more and more sensation in your hand. Begin to feel your hand, and maybe you feel it feels good, maybe it feels warm, maybe it feels cold, maybe it feels relaxed, maybe it feels tense. You just feel it more. It becomes more alive. It becomes more embodied, like you're in your hand more. Now, if you, in almost imperceptible ways to anybody looking at your hand, maybe a little bit, they'd see it, just gently move your fingers so that they are moving closer towards a fist and then slowly back. But just almost no movement, but a little bit of movement, what I call a micro movement. Now you can do that also by focusing just on the forefinger, pointer finger, and just let the other fingers relax. And it isn't even that the part of your body that's moving isn't relaxed. It's just that your intention goes there and says, move a little bit. Notice that you can feel more deeply that joint where your finger meets the palm of your hand, the body of your hand. See if you can feel that. Don't worry if it doesn't seem clear. Just experiment, explore with this attention to a very, very tiny, small area of your body. Usually people can do this more clearly with the hand than many other parts of the body. So we're just exploring it here for that purpose. Now, you may start to notice that as you do that movement, I'm suggesting you kind of keep the movement going, just that finger now, just that pointer finger, moving a little bit towards your palm and a little bit away from your palm, like that. And then do it with the middle finger, again, of your left hand. And then with the ring finger. The small finger, the pinky. Now feel, or you can check and see if this is so. If your hand doesn't just feel a whole lot more, like you're just that much more aware and sensitized to your left hand. Now, if your mind wanders and drifts away, that's okay. Just kind of bring it back. Go along with this and bring your attention back to your hand. And remember that wherever you're bringing your attention now, you're also bringing an awareness of presence and light, the light that's streaming down through your body. Okay. Now let your hand bend at the wrist. Again, in the same kind of way, bringing your hand like toward your arm and then into inwardly and then outwardly. Very, very small movement. See what you notice. Just explore what you're noticing. Now you can do the same with your left shoulder. Okay, you know how you do shoulder rotations, these big movements that go like that. Now, you may want to make one or two big movements just to kind of get into your shoulder. Like you know how you do a shoulder rotation. You can either do it back toward up and back or up and forward or both, one at a time, of course. And then okay, stop, and then do a very, very, very tiny rotation with your shoulder and feel deep, deep inside. The objective here really is to feel deep inside, cultivating more kinesthetic awareness and sensitivity, and the awareness that the being that you are is in your body. It's not separate from your body. It's more than your body, but it's not separate. Now, bring your attention, your awareness to your neck. The whole neck, all the way around. Left side, right side, what we call the throat, the front area of your neck, back. Now, most people, when they first move into experiencing their neck, almost at any time of day are going to feel a little bit, if not a lot, of tension or tightness there, because a lot of that accumulates. If you don't, you're not doing anything wrong, but I'm just making sure you know it's okay if you feel tension there. It's kind of normal. So find that spot of tightness, if there is one spot or one line or one area, and just very, very gently move that part of your head or neck so that it's not like you're doing a big stretch. It's not like you're doing a big, moving the head over. Just a very, very slight movement, and see if you feel how there's like an opening that happens as your really pure light awareness enters into that space. Now, sometimes when people do this, you find, oh, wow, now I feel the tension in my back, and now I feel it over on the right side. That's okay. That's why you have many hours of the day. You can continue to do this and do it more. But the learning experience of just focusing in one small area at a time is very powerful. I often say that there's no area of your body, no cell, that's not worthy of your fullest attention, at least sometime. Every single muscle, nerve, every single organ, of course, or system, but every single cell is worthy of your fullest attention. And that means the fullest attention of the divine, the fullest attention of spirit, the fullest attention of the light of the divine nature that is both who you are and beyond who you are. So just allow wherever it is in your body that you're focusing right now, to experience that, to experience the blessing of the full flow, the full attention of presence. And you could ask yourself this question as you move. Who is it that's moving this body, this part of my body? Who is it that's doing that? And I think you know that with questions like that, you don't let your brain try to make the answer. You just open and see if you can experience what that is. Where is that intention to move coming from? So let's bring our attention over to the right side, since we've been focusing more on the left, and you could bring your attention and your awareness to your right shoulder, and maybe make some small rotational, but very small rotational movements one way and the other with your right shoulder. And then just follow. And you'll begin to find that as you do this, you don't even have to think about it, where you're going to focus. It's just like your body tells you, or somehow you find yourself moved to bring your awareness, or your awareness just goes to your lower part of your arm and your wrist and your hand and each finger. And it's like you have all the time in the world. You don't need to rush. You don't need to worry, oh, if I don't do this more quickly, I'm not going to get to this other area. Just take it as it seems to be happening, as it seems to be received by your body. You feel your balance between your left shoulder and your right shoulder, and arms and hands. There's something about just being aware of the symmetry, left-right symmetry of the body. That's very powerful in helping us to feel balanced and centered in consciousness. And if you notice a kind of asymmetry, that there's more heaviness or more energy on one side than the other, that's okay, because after all, that's part of what is, and you're just becoming more aware of it. And very gently bring yourself towards a balance. Just find that you can do that. You can choose to bring a little more attention, therefore a little more energy will go wherever you bring your attention. So as we move through the world, of course, we're moving more than just our shoulders and arms and neck and hands. We're moving our chest when we breathe all the time, even when we think we're sitting still. Millions of little movements are happening inside our body, and even the musculature is moving as we breathe. And your belly is moving. And attuning ourselves to those movements. Again, it takes us away from, or expands us beyond, the thinking mind, which is so predominant most of the time. So you're feeling, by feeling these micro movements in the body and biological rhythms within the body, you're shifting out of thinking mind into a feeling and a sensation and an awareness that's happening right now in the present moment. And if you want to, you can explore just moving your pelvis, the pelvis a little bit, rocking it forward, back. But again, very small movements for now. And And I've been just exploring too how, when we talk about making the world better, it just may be that as pressing and as demanding as many of the problems of the world are, it just may be that micro changes will add up to the kind of change that we want to see, because those micro changes, if they're accomplished with the presence, the awareness of presence that we're talking about, that we're working with and experiencing, really make the kind of change that we want. Just as when you make these micro movements in your body, it just tends to help you feel freer. Less rushed, less pressed, pressured, less tense, more free. So I invite you to explore working with that. Again, your body and every cell of your body is worthy. It's a good affirmation to remember, to even say to yourself, because it's very hard to go through life without developing some negative images and ways of thinking about our body. Just to let ourselves know, to let your body know, to let every cell of your body know, and to really express it, that it's worthy of the divine, it's worthy of the presence of the light of your soul. So thank you again for coming. Blessings to you all. May your journey of embodied presence be strong and one of great joy, fulfillment. Blessings.